We'll see if it works. See if anybody sees it. We should be live. We should be playing. If anybody shows up, it's fine. If nobody shows up, that's fine too. It's fine. I'm used to no one showing up. So. Let's see. See if anybody's out there. So we'll just wait until someone shows up, I guess. Anyways. Hello, it's the Friday Night Strike. Night Strike, and yeah, normally it's scripted and I invite people and whatnot, but I am too lazy to do that tonight. I'll be honest with you guys. Right now, I'm back from hiatus. I did hit or miss this week. I'm doing Friday Night Strike. I want to do Thursday, but budget quarked me. So I didn't get to do Thursdays. I am working on things. It's just life's not making it easy. Life is not making it easy on me. And, I'm going through some rough times. That's why I've been, MIA or on hiatus. I mean, you might have seen me on other people's shows, and that's, I might have been on them. Might not have. Just depends on what night it was. But, it's just going through some rough times. It's not easy. So, Scott, if you're not busy, you can jump in. The link's at the top of the live chat. I pinned it, so if anybody wants to jump in and hang out, they're more than welcome to. You're more than welcome to as well, Scott. I don't mind. Just try and be professional. That's all I ask. If you can't do that, don't jump in. Not you, Scott, but everyone else. Scott's always professional. So. So if anybody has a topic they want to talk about tonight, just go ahead and lay it on us. Jump in. We'll talk about it. If you don't want to jump in, that's fine too. I'm open for anything, preferably gun chat, but, if you want to talk about something else like tech or, you want to talk about something you saw on the news, that's cool too. I mean, I don't mind. I'm not literally exclusive to just firearms. I also talk about technology and video games if you want me to. So just throwing that out there, guys. But I would prefer if someone wanted to jump in, that they jump in using the link pinned at the top of the YouTube chat. Please. So. Anyways, other than that, I'm doing fairly okay tonight. How about everyone else? I see Scott's out there. I see gun websites out there. Tennessee Gun Guy is out there. What's going on, Tennessee Gun Guy? I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing, buddy? We got a couple people out there, so anybody wants to jump in, they're more welcome to. I'm not being, all inclusive tonight. There's some nights, I have it scripted, and there are others I don't. It's just how it goes. I don't necessarily have anything to talk about tonight other than just, kind of hanging out. So, it's whatever. So if you got a topic, if you want to talk about something, then I don't care what it is, just lay it on me. Gun loving grandpa's out there. What's going on, Buck? Again, if you guys want to jump in, link's right at the top. So. It's one of those evenings. Slow and, boring, unfortunately. That's not the link I wanted to invite. Use. Come on. There's the link again if anyone wants to jump in. So, apparently, Buck just got home from work. Well, glad you're home. So, yeah. So, here's something I want to mention. I was doing some reading, and apparently the president did. And when I say President Biden, I hate saying that, but again, he did sign the stimulus. So. Okay, I'm back. Had to mute for a second because people were knocking on the door, and apparently family were handing me a sandwich. So, hey, awesome sandwiches. Apparently they also said to tell everyone hi. So the family says hi. So, yes, I have family. So there you go. There's no one out there tonight. How's my week been? I've had my ups and downs. It's been half and half. Good things and bad things have happened. What happened this week? I sold the last bit of GunTube CLP oil. So on GunTube, the store. So there's that. I'm working on putting some more stuff up there. Overall, that's been the good part of the week. The bad part of the week is, it's why I've been on hiatus a little while. A family member of mine is dying, so yeah, it's not been easy. So, yeah, fun stuff. Patriot, if you want to jump in, the link's at the top of the chat, so you can jump in and hang out if you're not busy. If you are busy, I understand. I won't go after you tonight. I promise. But yeah, it's not easy when you have a family member that's dying, and yeah, it's hard to cope with. Vanessa Kitty's out there. As I said, we got Scott, we got G Webs, we got Gun Loving Grandpa out there. We got Warsaw Patriot out there. Vanessa Kitty. Okay. Continue being busy. It's fine. I'm not hurt. It's just, if no one says anything out there on the YouTube chat, I can't comment on. So, again, if anyone wants to jump in and create different conversation and keep me on a lighter note, please do so. It's while the week hasn't been entirely bad, it's been it's been on that borderline of good and bad. Just right on that edge. So if anyone wants to jump in and talk about something interesting or cool they got or they're looking at getting, please, by all means. In the meantime, I'm going to go through my email. So just comment out there. I'll read the comment, and we'll go from there because it's all I can do right now. Let's see. Okay, I got an email from Delta Team Tactical. Yes, I bought stuff from them before. Gio says, "Okay, I just figured out which of my seedlings is the spinach." G, are you starting to start your own little garden or something? Uh-oh, we got the troublemaker supreme himself.
I felt sorry for you.
It's okay.
I feel bad. I've been through that several times.
It's just my grandmother's 99, so at the beginning of the month, the beginning of February, she seemed to be doing all right. She got her 99th birthday. She was doing good. Just these last couple of weeks, though, she's gone from good to comatose almost.
That's exactly what happened to my grandmother.
Yeah, so apparently G-Web's just starting his own little garden, and I wish G-Webs, I wish you luck. I used to do a lot of gardening, and I'll probably do some more gardening later this year. I'll probably plant some more tomatoes, probably some more blueberry bushes because blueberries do quite well down here in South Carolina. Who knew? But you do any gardening, Tony?
No. I sow grass on the houses that we build. That's the only gardening I do.
Yeah. Well,
actually, when I was little, I was like slave labor to my grandparents. They made me pick stuff out of their garden, and then we would have to snap beans on the front porch. And when she was canning them,
I love snapping beans because normally when we'd snap beans, we would put them in the pressure cooker and throw bacon in the pressure cooker, and we'd have green beans and bacon.
You don't put stuff. You only put the jars in the pressure cooker. You don't put. What do you mean? You put the bacon in the pressure cooker?
Yeah.
You mean beside the jars, or?
No, we put the bacon and the beans in the pressure cooker.
Do I need to teach you how to can stuff? You put the stuff in the jars.
No.
And then you put the jars
stuff.
in.
It's the meal, dude. It was the meal of the day. Okay, come on. All right.
Oh, that's called fondue or something. That's not.
No. There's no soup involved.
Well, no, what's the other thing? What's the other pot? Daggum, I grew up on one. Where you put stuff in there and it cooks all day.
Oh yeah. You mean Dutch oven?
No, there's a name.
Well, Dutch oven is technically a giant pot.
Dutch oven is like a big camping thing.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to use that except unless you have a fire. You're not supposed to use that unless you're on fire.
Right. Unless you're on fire. I got it.
Crock pot.
Yes.
I just realized. Yeah.
Yes.
That's what you put your bacon in.
But yeah, no, we would normally fry up the bacon and then throw it in the pressure cooker with the green beans and just set it for the pressure cooker on high for 15 minutes. Perfect. Perfect green beans and bacon, I tell you, man.
That's not kosher in the South.
I guess it's more of an Indiana, West Virginia thing.
Yeah.
Because my grandfather was from West Virginia and my grandmother was from Indiana, so.
Because pressure cookers will go up to 300 degrees or something, right?
The Ghost Shadow says at Night Strike 1 crock pot. Yes, we already got there. You're a little bit behind.
I finally remembered.
Jason, welcome to the Friday Night Strike. If you want to, Jason, if you're not busy, check the top of the chat. Use the link to jump in and hang out if you can. If you can't, that's cool. I mean, I'll just talk to Tony here.
What I found about gardening is that it's a lot of work.
Well, anything worth doing is a lot of work, isn't it?
I mean, I've seen whole communities try to do gardening, like community gardening, and it failed after like 1 or 2 years. There was this church near me that cleared out, like they did away with half of their parking lot to create a church garden, right? It was beautiful for like a year, and I drove by it just the other day, and it was all grown up. Kudzu was over it,
Yeah, I've noticed that there's a lot of kudzu in Georgia, and there's a lot of kudzu in parts of Tennessee. I haven't noticed that so much in my backyard here in South Carolina.
It's the Wuhan kudzu.
I don't know. It just doesn't go further north or something.
Oh, I don't think it likes those cold climates.
Hey, Jason, buddy, what's going on?
Hey guys, how you doing tonight?
And green beans and bacon is not commie food. It's got bacon in it. Just saying.
Red bacon.
Whenever I'd snap the beans, I'd always get trouble because I'd leave like some of the strings in there.
Wait, Jason, you mean there's another kind of bacon other than red?
Yeah, there's American bacon.
Well, we were using American bacon.
There's Canadian bacon.
No, that's just ham.
Canadian bacon.
Canadian bacon is just ham. Okay.
That's funny.
There's your favorite com block bacon.
Jason, are you angry that you don't have an AK right now? Is that what this pent-up aggression is?
Oh, gosh, don't let anybody know. Secret's out.
No.
I still have a kit I bought from G-Webs like 10 years ago that I hadn't put together.
You better do that now, otherwise you might not be able to put it together.
Oh, it's not going to pass the Senate. Come on. Yeah.
Oh, right. Just like the COVID bill didn't pass the Senate.
Well, that was different. That was compassionate conservatism.
Oh, right.
Did they make any progress with that stuff today in Washington?
Well, the stimulus apparently got signed last night, so...
Okay, let me refresh that. I don't care about that. I mean
it passed the
HR 8 and 14.
It passed the House. Yeah. But apparently, I think either today or yesterday, Feinstein introduced her assault weapon ban, which, oh my God, that lady is... And I use the term lady. I use that sparingly.
Yeah, I heard about 3 weeks ago she was going to do it.
Her bill is like, monumental. Oh my God, where the hell have you been? Why are you living under a rock and trying to bring the whole country underneath the rock with you?
You know what happened to her? She remember when she hugged that who was it she hugged after? Was it one of Trump's one of the investigative legislative sessions? And she went over and was like, "Yeah, that was very civil," and they hugged each other. And and then the liberals went nuts the next day because she actually came across the aisle to a conservative.
Yeah,
I feel like she's got something to prove now.
I feel like she's got a brain tumor. The way she acts sometimes. But that's just me.
I think she doesn't have enough ventilation.
That could be true too. What do you think,
now.
Tony?
You'll get not striking trouble.
I mean that.
I'll get YouTube striked.
I mean that in a nice Christian kind of way.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Of course.
Like Sodom and Gomorrah kind of way.
Nah, more like the burning fire pits of hell, like.
Well, that was about the same.
More like I'm Judas. Just trust me, it'll be okay.
Yeah.
All right, you take your pieces of silver and run off.
I got paid in ammo.
Aha! So that's where the ammo went.
Yeah, I wouldn't sell you out for just plain money. That's worthless.
Well, in just a few weeks it will be, I'll tell you that.
Warsaw Patriot said he loves the blondes in California. I think they're all leaving California with all the
they're moving.
Like Elon Musk is leaving, so all the hot blondes will leave too.
Yeah.
What is that about Elon Musk? He's leaving California?
Yeah, he's moving Tesla to Texas.
So they're going to build the cars someplace else?
Yeah.
I think it's cool. I love it.
I mean, he's got the mega factory for all the batteries in Nevada. So, but SpaceX I think is in Texas too. And that's where he's launching a majority of the rockets. I think that's in Texas.
Starlink.
Yeah, he's launching. Starlink is a separate company that he owns, but he's using the SpaceX rockets he's building and putting Starlink satellites on those rockets and sending them up in space.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, from what I've heard about Starlink, it's actually a pretty decent service.
It's about to be. The skies are about to be full of little satellites.
I mean, as long as it does what it's supposed to, I don't have a problem with it. Do you?
As long as you don't have to have one of those little satellite dishes you put on your roof and aim it at 240 degrees.
Well, you have to have a satellite dish, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
What's he got going on?
Okay, if you didn't know that Elon Musk has started an internet service, it's called Starlink. Basically, he's using the SpaceX rockets to send these satellites up into space, of which he's to provide everyone who has a Starlink satellite dish, decent internet speeds. And they're using newer technology than what they've been using for years for internet speeds. So, your internet you won't get like cable speeds, but you might be able to get like DSL speeds from satellite.
Oh, okay. Same old internet though. He's not starting some independent internet, right?
Well, no, he's not starting his own internet. He's providing internet as a service using satellites.
Okay, that's cool. I meant like he was starting his whole internet, like YouTube doesn't exist, email doesn't exist. You know what I mean? His own separate thing.
But from what I've seen, they've been testing Starlink in areas where it's really hard to get internet. And it's actually compared to other companies to do the same thing, it's actually outperformed all the other companies.
Actually here. If you go too far away from any of the major cities, man, you just have no choice. You got really crappy internet.
Yeah. Okay. Ghost Shadow says at Night Strike, the high pressure fryers Shakey's had were nice. 5 frozen chickens fully cooked in about 5 minutes. Yeah. Wow. Rolling Trips out there saying good evening while I wire my shop. He's listening while he's wiring his shop. Well, good luck, Rolling Trip. I hope, you get all that done tonight. Tony is talking to Patriot. Warsaw is saying Feinstein just needs to eat a turd. Wow. Except the conservative ones. Okay. And then he was going on about the hot blondes. Betsy was a blonde. Patriot of the Dark says Betsy was a blonde I knew in CA. Her favorite song was by Tom Cruise. You've lost that loving feeling. Betsy was not pretty. Was pretty, but not very smart. I don't think Tom Cruise sings. I think she meant the Top Gun song. I think Gary's out there saying good evening, Night Strikers. Ghost Shadow says at Night Strike, big problem with Starlink is short lifespan on satellites in low Earth orbit. They say 3 to 5 years, so constantly going to have to launch replacement satellites. Yeah, but they're supposed to be disposable satellites. They aren't supposed to be, satellites that last forever.
And they have those little thrusters on them.
Yeah, if they last 3 to 5 years, then awesome. Hey, if he finds out he can get them to last longer, you know what? More power to him. I don't see a problem with that.
I mean, the technology is changing so fast; they may be outdated in 5 years.
Yeah. And maybe in 5 years he might build bigger servers or bigger satellites that are the same size that can do much more. It just depends on which way technology goes. So. Yeah, Ghost Shadow says at Night Strike January said Feinstein may step down due to health problems. It looks like she got over them. So she can institute her new assault weapons ban.
You don't reckon they'll be using CentOS on those Starlink satellites?
No, I don't think so. No, those satellites are usually programmed in Fortran.
That'd be funny.
Or C, COBOL, C#.
C++.
Mm-hmm. Those kind of languages where they basically build the operating system from scratch because they don't want to, with a satellite, you don't want to use an existing operating system ever. It's a bad idea.
Hey, man, I borrowed a spotting scope, and I think it's broken.
Uh-oh, give it back quick and say you got it like that.
Yeah, he'll believe me that I didn't do it. I can't see nothing through it, man.
Did you take the caps off?
Yeah.
Yeah, I took the caps off.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
But like the eyepiece on the back, say maybe it's a inch and a half around or whatever. No matter what I do or knobs I turn to look through it, it's all black, and the only little picture part you can see is only about like a quarter of an inch.
Does it have like a light or something in it? Is that what?
No, it's a Bushnell spotting scope, man.
What kind of eye relief does it recommend?
I don't know. I can't up close, back off a little bit. It's got like a rubber eyepiece, to block the light. Doesn't matter what I've tried, up close, far away, turning all the knobs. It doesn't change anything, man. I wonder if it got dropped or something.
What kind of friend is that?
That might be his old spotting scope.
He said it was a couple $100.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Tell him it was like that when you got it.
Yeah. He'll believe me.
No, he won't.
I tried looking at it, just outside, looking down the street with him, and I just can't get no picture through it at all.
All right, Echo Shadow says, so you have all that shit burning up in the atmosphere. You have any idea how toxic each of those nuclear batteries are? I think he's using lithium-ion batteries.
They're not nuclear batteries. They're not nuclear. Crazy expensive.
That would be crazy expensive.
There's like 15,000 of these satellites.
I'm telling you right now, it's probably the same lithium battery technology that he's throwing in those Tesla walls and in those Tesla cars. Because
it's the same battery pack.
It's the same battery packs because honestly, he'd be an idiot not to reuse some of that technology and divert some of those resources to Starlink
and that makes more sense about the 35 years than
it makes more sense to do it like that because he's already making those anyways. Plus, one of his companies is supplementing another company. He's keeping it within his control as a businessman. And honestly, if you own multiple businesses and they can interact with each other, sometimes that's a good thing. That's good for the economy. Sometimes people will say, well, no, he can create a conglomerate. Well, he's not technically, actually. He's not trying to put them all together as one giant mega corporation. No, that's not his goal.
Thanks for the advice, Patriot.
So
spotting scopes kind of have an obvious front and back to them, though, from the ones I've used. It's kind of hard to look through the wrong end.
Yep. Just listen to Patreon on this. He knows and sees all.
You just got to do the Tennessee spotting scope. You just take an old, cheaper scope and just have it hold it. That's what we would do.
See, that's what I was planning on doing. And my friend was like, well, I got a spotting scope. It just needs a tripod. And I was like, well, I got a real small tripod. Yeah. He's like, let me go get it. And I guess maybe we should have tried it out right then and there.
Yeah. So Gizzard Gary says, Hen's subscriber celebration giveaway. Enter for a chance to win free stuff and things. And he's got the link out there. He says, enter before 3/27/2021. So, for anyone that wants to know what he's giving away, I think a couple guns are in the giveaway. I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure, but I think there might be. So if anybody wants to win some cool stuff, check it out. And Gabriel is out there saying, hey, he's here. Awesome. How's it going, M. Gabriel? So, anything else interesting you've seen going on this week or last week even?
We got a challenge. We're going to look it up now. What batteries are on Starlink satellites? That's lithium ion.
So guess where they're coming from? They're coming from the mega factory.
These satellites are in stationary orbit over the Earth, so well, I guess that does mean that they will get change in temperature depending on what time of day it is where they are, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean, as I said, it would not make sense for him to make them out of anything else other than using lithium-ion batteries, and it's probably the same ones he's making in the mega factory, anyways. So, you know,
are these satellites going to be used so his cars can start driving themselves or something?
No, they're strictly just to provide internet to people. It's the Gigafactory, not the Mega Factory.
He uses GPS for that, the self-driving cars, right?
Yeah, they use GPS for that. So.
You know, I always thought that's just crazy, and I think technology's going too fast, and I think there's no place in the world for cars that drive themselves. But yet, this week, I've seen a whole lot of crazy, stupid drivers.
Wow! Gee.
So it made me kind of rethink that maybe they're on the right track. Because there's some people out there that I don't know if they should be behind the wheel or not.
You know, I'm fine with self-driving cars as long as there's a way for someone who decides that they want to take over, they can just take over and start driving themselves. There's got to be some sort of back-end system to where, you know, if the onboard computer isn't working properly, that the person behind the wheel can just go ahead and take over.
Well, M. Gabriel is correct. They are not geostationary, which doesn't make sense to me, but I'm not a scientist.
Well, they're going to make a mesh around the planet.
Right, but why wouldn't they be? Why would they move in relationship to the Earth? What would be the purpose of that? Well,
they're going to be in lower orbit, not higher orbit like the space station or the or other satellites.
See, now I'm going to go research this because I want to know why. Because it seems to me like it would make more sense to have them geostationary.
Yeah, not to me.
I mean, so what is the relationship then? Are they doing half an orbit while the Earth is orbiting? You know, what is that relationship then?
I don't know. It's a good question.
They're on a 25-hour day.
25 hours. Yeah, there you go. So apparently Matt's live now. He He's live late.
The first phase will include 1,444 satellites orbiting 550 kilometers in planes inclined 53 degrees. That part of the constellation for launch through the end of 2020 remains unchanged. Oh, when I saw remains unchanged, I thought they were talking about the orbit.
Yeah. So, who we got out there saying stuff? Ghost Shadow says lithium batteries don't do well in extreme temp changes that satellites are subject to. Well, we'll see what happens. He said Ghost Shadow says he needs to run. Okay, see you later, buddy. Apparently Gizzard Gary got 1,500 subs. Congrats. E-Rock is out there saying hello, raw pew pew friends, or hello pew pew friends. Excuse me. Let's see. Gabriel says, which satellites? Starlink are not geostationary as far as I know. Yeah, no, I don't think they are either, but they're in like lower orbit. But Snake Doctor 78 says, and cameras. Huh. Okay.
I think I've got my terminology
wrong.
Confused. Yeah, because what I thought they were is the truth, but I've just got the terminology switched. Yeah. So thank you, Ian Gabriel, for letting me go and look that up and learn something.
And Gabriel says geostationary are 22,000 miles up. Starlink are low Earth orbit. That's what I said, low Earth orbit. So, and Gabriel says you would have too much lag and needed too powerful transmitter. Yeah, if you were up in geostationary, you're right. You need something that had more power, and that would be hard to produce that much power in a small satellite. You literally have to build like a space station or something. Oh, wait. They've got one up there, don't they? It's the International Space Station, right?
Just use the alien mothership.
Oh, yeah, right. Just use that alien mothership that we captured back in the day when they attacked us on July 4th. Right, Jason?
Captured hell. They're out there planning in the invasion. I'm sorry, not invasion. The unveiling, I guess.
Unveiling. There you go.
Yeah, they've been here for a while.
They have. You're hilarious.
Some of them might, dare I say, be congressmen. We'll find out when you peel their skin off and they're snake people.
Well, I wouldn't argue that maybe Pelosi might be one of those lizard people.
Yeah, snakes. And Feinstein.
Yeah. Oh, no, Feinstein definitely is one.
That's why they're so old, man.
So is Hillary.
They're not really old.
Huh.
It's just fake. Their artificial flesh has a
Snake Doctor 78. Sorry, I was talking about Tesla cars. They use GPS and onboard cameras for the computer driving. Yeah. Yep. Nope. I agree fully 100%. I've seen them. I've also seen those Google taxis in Arizona. Those are interesting. Self-driving cars.
We got test highway. We got test highway here for the robot-controlled semi-trucks.
How's that working out?
I don't know of any accidents so far, but there's only like one certain highway here that they're allowed to test on, and the last governor, put a bunch of money toward the project. So.
Well, there you go. It's one thing. So there's that.
You know, why don't they just build more train tracks?
Right. Why don't they just build more train tracks?
Yeah, if you're worried about robot-driven semi-trucks to get them there, just
worry about robot trains.
Yeah, just build railroad track.
Robot trains would be the worst. So.
Here, I found something cool.
What'd you find?
Hmm.
Go ahead and share it with us. Oh, cool. You found a orbit thing.
Mm-hmm. Why did it do that? Okay, there we go. Shows the different heights above sea level for the different orbits.
Now, does it tell you where the what you call it, the space station is?
No, this is just the, I guess, the typical orbits or whatever.
Yeah, ISS says International Space Station.
Where does it say that? Oh, right there in big pink letters.
There you go.
It's in low Earth orbit too, then, right?
Yeah. As is the Hubble telescope and Iridium, whatever Iridium is. Is that another telescope
on the periodic table?
I know it's on the periodic table, but
Okay,
you gotta learn something new every day. That's all you gotta do.
I know Hubble's the telescope satellite, right?
Right.
What's Iridium and Galileo?
Isn't that the upgrade, sort of an upgrade to Hubble? It can see farther, see clearer, see better.
Yeah. ISS is about 200 mile. 200 is about 200. So I guess he's talking about 200 miles up. And I think you're missing a couple zeros there. Iridium is satellite phone. Okay. So that's satellite phones. Okay.
Oh, okay. What was the satellite that kind of replaced the Hubble? There's another one, remember?
Yeah, the Hubble's still up there, though.
No, I know. It's just, didn't they have to go try to repair it or something?
Yeah, they always have to go repair it. Let's see. Yeah, no. The replacement, which is the James Webb Space Telescope, is scheduled to be launched in late 2021.
Dang, I thought they'd already launched it.
And GLONASS is a space satellite navigation system operating as part of radio navigation satellite service. It's an alternative to GPS, and it's the second navigational system in operation with global coverage. So that's what GLONASS is up there, with right below.
It's a funny name.
Yeah, it's Russian.
So it's GLONASS or something like that.
Something like that. So, I mean, they have Warsaw Patriot translate. He knows Russian.
Well, don't you remember any from the motherland?
Niet.
You've been entrenched so long, you forgot your native language.
Yeah. That's why I have an Italian last name.
That sleeper cell done fell plumb asleep.
There's no way I can be a sleeper cell. I am 100% American.
That just means you were born here. You could still be a sleeper cell.
Not necessarily.
Oh, right. Like those Russian housewives that got exiled and became, leaders of the FSB.
You can be born in Mexico and still be a
American
US citizen, full American.
Well, only according to Biden these days. Snake Doctor 78 says those satellites also have hypersonic sensors to detect incoming meteors. Yeah. M. Gabriel says improved Hubble is James Webb, not launched yet. Yes, we just mentioned that. James Webb is an IR Hubble. Yeah. Infrared. 4 missions to fix or upgrade Hubble. Yes. James Webb will be parked at the Earth-Sun L2 point further out than the moon, i.e. 250,000 miles. And Gabriel says, yeah, the rifle is fine.
You think they got all that stuff up there because they're still looking for that droid with the stolen blueprints?
Well, you know, I don't know what you're talking about. And by the way, Jason, these aren't the droids you're looking for. You can go about your business.
These ain't your grandparents' droids.
Move along.
Move along. But man, I don't know.
I want to hear
droids.
I want to hear an update on Space Force. That's what I want to hear. I want to see what they've been up to.
Yeah, they'll cancel the Space Force.
No, they can't.
They will. Don't. I won't put anything past those guys. They will cancel the Space Force on us.
They'll say it's racist. It's got to go.
Space Force is racist. They got to can it.
Yeah.
And I'm so depressed because they did that. So depressed.
You don't know who the majority of the officers, how they identify.
I don't want to know how they.
It can be perfectly politically correct.
I don't care how they identify. You know, I care whether or not they believe in the Space Force and they believe in the United States military or they don't. That's all I care about.
I'm just saying, if they don't get
how they identify means jack all.
If they don't get axed, that'll be why. Right?
Near Earth immigrants.
M. Gabriel says, wasn't the guy that killed Kennedy a Russian sleeper? Possibly.
Who was that guy?
Lee Harvey Oswald.
Oh, Uncle Lee.
Not my uncle. I have no relation to him whatsoever, and I'm glad.
Didn't you guys used to live in Texas?
Never lived in Texas. It's not to say I don't have family in Texas, but they're originally from California. So
the plot is revealed.
The investigation is over.
They examined the film and found Night Strike in the bushes.
I'm not that old. Screw you. I am not that old. Have you know that whole Kennedy situation was before my time?
That would be a good meme. Night Strike hidden in the grassy knoll. With an
I was actually born in the October of the Cuban Missile Crisis.
So it's your fault.
Ooh,
yeah.
That was a tense time. Scary.
Yeah,
I don't remember it, but yeah, it was pretty tense.
It was pretty tense.
Instead of building a nursery, your parents had to dig a bomb shelter.
Yeah. So
I got some friends that were going to have their first grandchildren. Of course, I know the kids, and they want kids forever, man. I started to take a wonder, like, man, what kind of world or America is there going to be for these kids,
There's not. Especially if they vote HR 1 in.
Yeah, I was just checking my dates, and it was October 16th through October 28th. And I was born on October 16th, 1962.
Well, then you sparked it. You sparked it.
I knew something was wrong.
Tony was born in Russia. Was like, load them up.
Load them up. God, Tony was born. We got to watch out for
resources. That one. We have real sleepers now. I actually have a couple of Russian friends. I'm pretty sure they're not communists, but as a matter of fact, one of them imports wood from Siberia. And I buy flooring. I buy Siberian larch from him, and he's a cool guy. I always joke with him though. I always ask him how the KGB's doing. He thinks it's funny.
There's no more KGB. It's the Federal Security Bureau now, the FSB.
It's a joke. It's humor.
It's just the Russian mob you got to worry about.
Yeah, it's the Russian mob you got to worry about these days. You know, the Russian government, they're pushovers. So,
well, actually, it's not even the Russian mob you got to worry about. It's John Wick.
Baba Yaga. There you go. You got to watch out for the Baba Yaga.
Have y'all seen that movie Tinker Tailor Soldier Boy?
Yeah, I didn't. I thought it was. Really
I like
boring.
that. No, it's a good movie.
That was boring.
Don't tell people that. They won't go watch it.
Oh, they won't. They won't.
You know,
watch that spy movie.
I saw that video this morning that G-Web's put out, and I had no idea that YouTube had movies like that. So just right before I came on here, I was watching The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Yeah, you can find people who've uploaded whole movies, and then other people have done 20 clips.
20 clips that put the movie together.
Yeah,
but this is like the real deal. It's like from YouTube. It says free movies from YouTube, and just click on it.
That's they're probably trying to, and then they'll push the paid version, right? YouTube TV or whatever.
Well, I've got YouTube TV, so
I saw most of the movies where I guess you had to pay, but then there was a whole section that said you could watch for free.
Mm-hmm.
Gizzard Gary, if you want to, you can jump in. There's the link at the top of the chat. It's pinned. Defense Dad, same. If you want to jump in, the link to the chat is pinned to the top of the YouTube chat. So, again. Warsaw Patriot says that Night Strike. You know these bills, people who support being nothing but division, segregation, discrimination, and the painful feeling of being less of American. Okay, mean? Not brains, not beings. Okay. Yes, I understand Warsaw. We're on the same page. Warsaw says he feels discriminated and less of an American when the radical left keeps doing this crap. Well, what do we do? What do we do? Tony, you're our voice of reason. You are our Jiminy Cricket. What do we do?
What's the question again? I'm trying to figure out what the point is. Bills. People who support brings nothing, division, segregation, discrimination. I mean, I don't actually get uptight about the left that much. I know people don't like that either.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like that bad karma is going to get them eventually, and it usually does.
Oh.
I don't let them bring me down.
Right, it's just what we got to live with, in the meantime.
I've never felt, now I think it's hard for a white guy to feel discriminated against.
Well, what about during the assault weapons ban? Did you feel kind of down? I mean, that was a good 10, 15 years, right?
I always knew in my heart that it would be repealed. I thought it would always be sooner. But
it took until a Republican president took over.
I know. I was surprised it took so long. I think people got complacent, and we still are pretty much. And then when we try to do something, they call us terrorists, and
now they do that.
Rioters, and So that propaganda is pretty effective against keeping the right down.
Mr. FNH is out there saying, yo. Warsaw Patriot says, if the left was for equality, they wouldn't be doing this stuff. Well, they're not about equality. They say they are, but only when it's equality to their terms. Snake Doctor 78 says, what's up? Warsaw says equality is respecting those who don't agree with you and letting people be people. Yeah, the problem is the left doesn't do that. Their equality is you do as I say and you believe in what I believe in, and then you're equal. But if you don't, I don't give a damn about you. You're not equal, and yeah, you're a Nazi. That's how it goes these days. Prove me wrong.
I think the true left that we're talking about, the politicians, can't say one truthful word. I think everything they say or do is a lie. It's 24/7 their propaganda. And you could diverse it several layers, and they're still lying to you, man.
Welcome to being in America in the 21st century.
Yeah.
So, sad to say, but that's just how it goes.
They got not one good idea, not one successful logic or proposal. Not one single good idea. Not one. I mean, good for us. I mean, they got lots of ideas good for them, but none for us.
Nope.
This will tell you how good they're going to make it for us.
So, Mr. FNH says thanks for having him. Yep, no problem. So, what else? We've been going for like, what, an hour?
Who's keeping time?
I'm keeping time. Because I got to go do stuff.
It's only been 60 minutes.
It's only been 60 minutes? Wow. Time flies. So if anybody else has any other topics, we could, go over.
Yeah, I want to ask you something about a Garand.
Oh, I'm listening.
What kind of grease do I need to get?
Oh, I'll link you.
Axle grease.
You can use axle grease. You can use gun grease. The one the military uses. I got the one with the military manual says to use.
M1 tank.
No
grease.
Lubriplate 130A gun grease.
Lubra what? Plate?
Lubriplate. Here, let me link you. I'll
Is that what they said back in the 40s? Or
that's the same brand. They've been around forever.
Because it would be cheating to use a modern grease,
Right.
You have to keep it original.
That's the brand. That's the one I got, and that's what the manual calls for.
Cool, man. Thanks. Yeah, I want to clean it up and everything before I shoot it the first time. I wanted to make sure I had the right grease and stuff. Like
those don't come with Cosmoline from CMP, right?
No, they are no. What you get from the CMP is if you just got them off the racks from the military themselves, ready to go, or if you bought it from a gun store, ready to go.
That looks like a pretty big jar right there, man. Is that like enough to last for a long time?
What I recommend is if you're gonna get it, get a very small paintbrush, dip it in there, and just go nuts on what you have to grease, and remember to wipe off the excess, and you're good. That's only a 16-ounce jar, but that grease will last you literally forever.
I was going to say 16 ounces is a lot for guns.
For guns,
Yeah.
But again, if you look at it and it says frequently bought together as people buy really small paintbrushes, it's because they're using that for the M1 Garand. Because you don't need a giant paintbrush to grease it with. You need precision.
I'll have to check and see if my Mini 14 takes grease or not.
Actually,
I think it does on like the hammer or something.
Actually, the same areas that you lubricate with grease on the M1 Garand, you would also do on the M1A, the M14. You would do on the same rifle. Exactly, because basically all the M14 or M1As are they're just the M1 Garand that was modified even further to accept the magazine. That's it. Yes, they did make them full auto too with the M14, and the M1As are semi-auto only copies. But again, you get the point. They're basically the last evolution of the M1 Garand. Isn't that right, Tony?
I was looking up the grease that was used on the Sherman tank. I was going to see if it was the same, so that way I would have been correct. Let you see, what grease was used on the Sherman tank?
Yeah. All right. We got some more comments out here. Let's go down the rabbit hole, shall we? All right. Patriot says, the only thing I agree with is a 1-day background check or less. Me too. That's it. Other anti-gun legislation, get the fuck out. Yep. He says, I will not support. I understand you. Yep, we're on the same page. M. Gabriel says, does that work on beards? Well, I don't know.
It makes them kind of nappy.
You would have to ask Tony because I shaved mine off today.
No.
Yeah.
I bet my beard is older than all of y'all.
It probably is. I'm not going to lie. You are the senior in here.
It's like 40 years old, I'm pretty sure. Not 40. Let's see. Oh, it's close to that. It's like 38.
38. Well, you got a year on me. So let's see if I can get my camera on right. There we go. There we go.
Jeez, who is that respectable looking guy?
I shaved the whole thing off. So.
Hey, do you know when Night Strike's gonna be back?
Yeah, he'll be back a little later. So
I see a little fuzz on the bottom.
Yeah, I went down to a goatee because it was just it was getting too scratchy. It was getting too hot because it was like 80 degrees down here today. It's ridiculous. So I had to shave. So sorry.
Is that a timber rattler behind you?
That's it's what you call it?
Gadsden flag.
Gadsden flag, yeah. So don't try at me.
Looking good.
So
all cleaned up.
So I cleaned myself. I cleaned my act up. So
yeah, you may look halfway respectable, but we know who you really are.
Oh, right. So Defense says dip it in and go nuts. You still talking guns, pervert? Yes, I am. And you weren't here for the whole conversation, Defense Dad. So shame on you. M. Gabriel seems to be at a loss for me shaving down my beard. Yep, if you had watched Rants and Raiders, I guess last week, you would have seen that I had the big bushy beard still. I shaved it off today.
It'll grow back.
It will grow back. I'm just not having it right now.
See, man, if you was gonna cut it off anyways, you shouldn't have said nothing, and then you should have like cut it off for charity, brought in some donations or something.
I don't even get super chats, so why?
How am I going
to get donations?
Charity usually raises money for things.
Well, you gotta find the right cause. I'm sure somebody out there needs some help. And you'd be like, if we could raise $500, I'll shave my beard off, and then.
Yeah. But they'd want to see that live. I don't like doing that live.
So. Yeah, because I'd do it naked.
Shave in the shower.
Yeah. Tony would lose subscribers.
Well, I'd temporarily gain them, and then I would lose them.
And then YouTube might go after, might strike you for bathing on air. You can't win, man. You can't win. I think I have confused and taken all the words away from him. Gabriel, he hasn't said anything. I think
he had a stroke.
I think he had a stroke from seeing Night Strike without a beard. So it's all gone. It's all gone, man.
So yeah, man, when's your big brother gonna be back home?
You're hilarious. Shut up.
Yeah, tell Night Strike give me a call when he comes back.
Stop. Well, speaking of Grand, I did pull mine out of the safe today, and I was looking at it. I'm like, I wish I could find some more ammo so I didn't have to shoot all the ammo I have. Wish I could find more ammo that I could afford.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm going to take mine out and shoot like a clip or two, man.
It's making me think I probably should have gotten that BM-59 back in the day when they were like $500-600. Before they shot up to like $1,400. Probably should have got a BM-59 because 308, I can find Tula 308 all over the place. But,
My dealer actually had 308 ammo today, but that was about it. He had 308 and he had 350 Legend and he had 44 Magnum, and I don't have any of those three.
Clint says, I know I got a girl named Charity and she raises a lot of things. Yeah, we can't say any of those things live on air, Clint. This is a family show. M. Gabriel says it's like those dog rescues with the matted fur. Wait, what? Okay. Okay. He finally found his words. He's finally back. Mr. FNH says, I'm still waiting on my 37s to arrive.
Have you looked on gunbot.net? Because they're showing some 30-06.
Have you clicked on those links? Go ahead. Go ahead and click on those links.
J&G sales.
Click on those links and see what happens.
I know. What's that other one though that doesn't lie? There's another
Wiki Arms.
The one. There's another ammo type aggregator like this.
AmmoSeek.
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 Try AmmoSeek.
AmmoSeek last week had 500 rounds of M1 ball for $1,300.
Yeah, it's so affordable.
Hey, it even came with a ammo can.
Oh, so affordable. I can't afford that. I wish I had some super chats to afford it.
20 rounds, 30-06. Out of stock. Dang it.
Now you know the problems I've been having finding 30-06. It's not been easy.
Man, it's like I have a problem with this. I know it's the common themes this whole year. It doesn't matter what I'm into at the moment or what it is, from guns to reloading to ammo. Everything my heart desires is out of stock.
Okay, listen to this. 20 rounds of PPU 30-06, 150 grain. For the M1 Garand, 20 rounds for $40.
Where is that? What website?
Caliber Armory. I can't afford $40 for a box of 20.
That's kind of ridiculous, really.
I can't do that. I'm sorry.
Right before it disappeared, I was given like $27.
Yeah.
And I thought maybe that was a little high because, it wasn't that long ago. So I thought that
NY Outcast is out there. Let's see. So.
Well, I'm going to go get ready for bed. I'm going to
Good night.
I'll see you guys.
Take it easy.
All right. See you later.
See you.
Mr. F&H says $2 a round, Night Strike One. Yep, I know it's $2 a round, and that's $2 I can't afford.
Damn. Yeah, that's just a little steep, man. Yeah, I'm going to hit the range this weekend. I'm going to side in an AR, try not to waste too much ammo. But then I think I'm going to play around with a 22 long rifle, man.
It's all you can do right now.
Yeah, I got plenty of 22. I figure why not get out and enjoy the first warm days we've had, get some air. And
250 rounds of 30 carbine for 178. It's not that bad.
That don't sound too bad.
Yeah.
Is it old surplus or what is it?
It's Creedmoor Sports.
Oh.
110 grain from Window Jacket.
M1 carbine, huh?
M1 carbine, 30 carbine, yeah. That's off the CMP's e-store.
Oh.
But you can buy stuff out there. It's fine.
Now you just you need an M1 that'll go through a magazine without jamming.
There you go. That's perp or dinner cash, not target cash. Yeah. Sadly.
Yeah, I got the biggest silhouette targets my dealer had, paper targets. I'm hopefully just go out, set up like 50 yards.
Good luck. You're going to need it.
Yeah, we're supposed to have a chance of rain. Other than that, we should be in like the 50s. So I'm ready to go.
Hey, whatever works for you, man. And on that note, I think I'm going to call it. So, guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for showing up. Anyone that hasn't done so already, find different Gary's link. Copy link address. Paste text. Ooh, that looks. That's not what I wanted at all. It's way too long. The link for that. There we go. Check the hens giveaway out for Gizzard Gary. So, other than that, we'll see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out with us, and shall not be infringed. So, with that, we'll see you guys later. Take it easy.
Have fun, America.
How do I turn this darn thing off?
Take one bite now, spit out the rest.
Give them the bird, and what's this button do?